The year was 2025. The American economy was in turmoil. The stock market had plummeted. Unemployment was soaring. A sense of unease, a feeling of dread, hung heavy in the air. Across the nation, Americans struggled to make ends meet. The American dream seemed to be slipping away. In the heartland of America, the small town of Miller's Crossing, Iowa, was a microcosm of this national struggle. The town, once a bustling hub of agricultural prosperity, was now grappling with the harsh realities of the economic downturn. Farmers faced foreclosure. Businesses shuttered their windows. Hope was in short supply. Despite these hardships, the people of Miller's Crossing held on to their values, they held on to their faith, and they held on to their patriotism. Every morning the American flag was raised in the town square, a beacon of hope in uncertain times. But one fateful day, even this symbol of resilience was threatened. A storm was brewing, one that would test the very soul of Miller's Crossing. A blanket of ominous clouds gathered over Miller's Crossing, casting an eerie shadow over the town. The air grew heavy with humidity, thick with the smell of approaching rain. The wind howled through the streets, a mournful symphony of impending danger. The townsfolk, accustomed to the volatile temperament of Midwestern weather, felt a prickle of unease. This was no ordinary storm. News reports crackled through the radio, each word tinged with urgency. A powerful derecho, a line of severe thunderstorms packing hurricane-force winds, was barreling towards Miller's Crossing. The storm, fueled by the volatile weather patterns plaguing the nation, promised to be one for the record books. Fear and trepidation gripped the hearts of the townspeople. As the first raindrops began to fall, a sense of foreboding descended upon Miller's Crossing. The wind howled louder, whipping the trees into a frenzy. The sky turned a sickly shade of green. The storm was upon them. The full fury of the derecho slammed into Miller's Crossing with the force of a battering ram. Winds shrieked through the streets, tearing at roofs and uprooting trees. The air was thick with flying debris, a maelstrom of wood, metal, and nature's fury. Buildings groaned under the onslaught, windows shattering into a million pieces. In the town square, the American flag, that enduring symbol of hope and resilience, bore the brunt of the storm's wrath. The wind whipped the flag with relentless fury, tearing at its edges, straining the halyard that held it aloft. The once proud stars and stripes were now tattered and torn, a poignant reflection of the town's own struggle for survival. As the storm raged, a collective gasp rippled through the few townsfolk brave enough, or foolish enough, to witness the spectacle from their windows. The halyard, frayed and weakened, snapped with a sound like a gunshot. The flag, its connection to the earth severed, began to fall. It was a moment of despair, a symbol of hope succumbing to the forces of chaos. Section 4. A glimmer of hope. The unlikely hero emerges. Amidst the chaos and destruction, a figure emerged from the relative safety of a dilapidated storefront. Sarah Jenkins, a woman in her late 70s, her face etched with the wisdom of a life lived through good times and bad, watched in horror as the flag began its descent. Sarah, a widow, had lived in Miller's Crossing her entire life. She had seen the town at its best and its worst. But through it all, her faith in her country, her love for the flag, had never wavered. Sarah, despite her age and frailty, possessed a spirit that belied her years. She had seen enough of life to know that even in the darkest of times, hope could emerge from the most unexpected places. As she watched the flag falling, a steely glint entered her eyes. She wouldn't let it fall, not on her watch, not in her town. Section 5. Against the wind, a desperate fight for freedom. Without a second thought, Sarah stepped out into the raging storm. The wind buffeted her frail body, threatening to sweep her off her feet. Rain lashed against her face, blurring her vision. But Sarah pressed on, her eyes fixed on the falling flag. Each step was a battle against the elements, a testament to her unwavering determination. Through the wind and rain, she saw the flag, a symbol of her nation's enduring spirit, about to touch the ground. Summoning a strength she didn't know she possessed, Sarah lunged forward, her hand outstretched. Her fingers grasped the edge of the flag, just as it was about to hit the muddy ground. The weight of the soaked fabric, heavier than she could have imagined, nearly pulled her down, but Sarah held on with all her might. She wouldn't let go. This flag, this symbol of her nation's resilience, was not destined to fall today, not ever. Section 6. Dawn's early light. Triumph and gratitude. The storm, as if sensing her resolve, began to subside. The wind died down, the rain softened to a drizzle. The clouds parted, revealing the first rays of dawn. A new day was dawning, a day filled with hope. Sarah, exhausted but exhilarated, slowly rose to her feet, the flag, now a symbol of her own indomitable spirit, clutched tightly in her arms. Word spread quickly through the battered town of Sarah's heroic act. People emerged from their battered homes, drawn to the town square by a shared sense of gratitude and awe. They had witnessed something truly remarkable, a testament to the enduring spirit of their town, their nation, and one elderly woman's unwavering belief in both. As the sun rose higher in the sky, casting its golden light over the ravaged landscape, the people of Miller's Crossing knew that they would rebuild. They had faced the storm's fury and emerged, battered but unbroken. They had learned that even in the darkest of times, hope could spring from the most unexpected places. And they had Sarah Jenkins, their unlikely hero, to thank for reminding them of that eternal truth. Section 7. Legacy of Courage, the Enduring Spirit of America. The story of Sarah Jenkins, the woman who saved the American flag from the storm, spread far beyond the borders of Miller's Crossing. It was a story that resonated with people across the nation, a story that reminded them of the enduring power of the human spirit, the importance of courage in the face of adversity, and the unwavering belief in the ideals that their nation represented. Sarah's act of heroism became a symbol of national resilience, a beacon of hope in a time of uncertainty. Her story served as a powerful reminder that even in the face of overwhelming odds, one person's actions can make a difference. The flag, once a symbol of a nation struggling to find its footing, was now imbued with a renewed sense of purpose, a testament to the unwavering spirit of its people. The day America's flag almost fell was a day that will forever be etched in the annals of Miller's Crossing's history.